Alright, triple surgeon's knot. This is usually used to attach, say this is our leader, right? This is our leader. And then you got to add tippet to it. You know, usually you're going from like a monofilament leader, you know, to maybe some fluorocarbon or something like that, depending on, you know, your dry fly fishing or nymph fishing. So anyways, this is my tippet in my right hand, my leader in my left. So I hold it, and make sure you give yourself a little room here. I hold the leader in my left hand, and then I put my tippet in my right hand, and then I'm going to just hold both of these together. Give it a couple inches, you know, about 4 or 5, whatever. And then what you're gonna do is you make a simple, see where that leader ends? I'm gonna put a simple overhand knot going right over left. I'm going right over my left hand, making an overhand knot, and then I'm gonna feed both of those lines through, okay? You see that? Then, to make it a triple, I have my loop here. I'm gonna get both lines. That's 2. And I'm gonna grab both lines again, feed it overhand through there. Boom, that's a triple surgeons. And you can do this, for fly fishing, you usually only need to do triple surgeons. Any other type of fishing you're attaching, like if you're doing bass fishing and you're going from braid to fluorocarbon, you're going to want to do this at least 6 times, maybe even more, 7 or 8. But for fly fishing, since the lines aren't usually that much different, you're usually going mono to fluoro, that will work perfectly. Okay, so see how you have that nice loop there. The key here is you want these loops to be around the same size, and you start pulling it. And if one is like bigger than the other, you can adjust by pulling either the leader line here or the main line, or the tippet line, I'm sorry. So the key is when you're shortening this loop, you're pulling all 4 of these right here all together. And then once it gets smaller, give it a little moisture. And then that's when you pull snug and tight. And again, you're pulling all 4 of those lines together to make sure it's nice and snug. And if it's fly fishing line, you don't need to get too crazy, because obviously it's a little bit weaker than typical like bass lines. Okay, so then there's your triple surgeon, your new tippets attached. And then you can nip these tag ends here pretty close. Okay, so then you just like hold the knot, and I'm getting rid of this tag end, and then I'm going to get rid of this tag end, making sure I'm not clipping my tippet or the line, because that does happen. Then I'm going to clean up this tag end. And then once that's all done, just give it a nice steady squeeze. You're not ripping it. You're just giving it a nice steady squeeze. Make sure everything's secure. And then there you go.